possibly here by over 2 minutes. Adizero takes the world record to Ethiopia, and the world record is ours, and look at the clock, 2 hours, 11:52.
The female world record in the marathon was absolutely smashed by Asefa last year in Berlin. She ran Berlin Marathon in a pair of Pro Evos in 2 hours and 11 minutes, taking more than 2 minutes off the current record, which is just astronomical. She's a phenomenal athlete. The shoe's incredible, and that's what happens when you put that combination together. Hi guys, I'm nickbester, and I've just got myself a pair of Pro Evo running shoes. 138 grams, $500 for one pair of running shoes. I didn't think I would ever say that. The shoe is absolutely incredible. It's a game changer in the running world, and I've been dying to get my hands on a pair. Finally, my dream came true, and today I'm going to talk about exactly how I got this pair. I'm going to compare them to my current racing shoe, the Adidas Pro 3, and then we'll go through exactly what time we think I'm capable of them and how much advantage we believe that the shoe will give you. So when you get your shoes in the box, in addition to your shoes, you get an Adizero bag to put them in, and then you get this information card over here, which tells you some pretty cool stats about the shoe. First of all, it's 40% lighter than any other racing shoe Adidas has created. It's got a 4-foot rocker, which takes up 60% of the shoe. Its innovation and technology within the shoe propels you forward, more forward than any other shoe that they've created. And then finally, they recommend that the shoe is pretty much suited for marathon runners with a time of 3:30 and faster in order to get optimal performance out of the shoe. So let me just tell you about how I inherited this pair. So I'm an Adidas coach myself, and I leaned on a lot of my contacts at Adidas to try and get a pair of these shoes, but it was almost impossible. They've created just over 1,000 of these worldwide. More than half of them are taken up by their professional runners at the higher end, which leaves just a handful available to the general public. In one of my YouTube videos, I asked if anyone out there has a pair or has access to a pair, please let me know. I'd love to get my hands on one. And there's a lot of good people, in particular Mads from Denmark, you absolute legend. He won a pair. He's a very established marathon runner himself at sub 2:45. He's been watching my journey. He really wants me to break 2:20 in the marathon distance. And he basically contacted me and said, Nick, I think you'll find a lot more use out of this pair than I will. I want to help you in your journey forward. Turns out we're the exact same shoe size at UK 10.5. For that, I'm incredibly grateful. Mads, I'm going to break 2:20 for you. I'm going to do it for me. I'm going to do it for everyone who supports this journey, but it's come with so much motivation. So thank you so much for that. Okay, so let's compare a few specs of the Pro Evo 1 versus my current racing shoe, the Adidas Pro 3. So first up, the stack height off the ground for the Pro 3, it's 39 millimeters off the ground. The Adidas Pro Evo is also 39 millimeters. The Adidas Pro 3 weighs 215 grams. Already, that's quite light. The shoe weighs just 138 grams, making it 77 grams lighter than the Pro 3. And let me tell you something, at the higher end, especially the elite level running, the professionals of the sport, 10 grams over a marathon makes a massive difference. So you can just imagine what 77 grams makes at that higher end level. If you raced in the shoe, a fresh pair, and you saved them for racing, I would say you could probably get around 6 marathons at optimal performance. After that, you're probably better off using it as a training shoe. Now, the Pro Evo 1, how many marathons do we get out of it? 1. Just 1. From what I've heard is pretty much you get one really good full send marathon out of them, and then after that, it might not be as much of a performance shoe as it was before. So we better make that marathon full send count. Okay, next onto the price of the two shoes. So the Adidas Pro 3, you can get for $280. The Pro Evo comes in at a whopping $500 for a pair of road running shoe. There's so much technology, so much innovation, so few pairs that this pair costs $500. If you want a bit of a closer look, here you can see the bottom of the shoe. It's almost like a very sticky tar looking type thing. None at the bottom, so it's probably more suited to a neutral lander or even a 4-foot lander, but probably not a rear foot lander with not too much grip and support at the back here. Just listen to the sound it makes. Then if we compare uppers, the Pro 3 over here, there you can see the difference. One of the big standout differences that I noticed is that each individual lace gets a little bit more support over here, and the upper super thin and light. Obviously they're trying to optimize that weight. It's also very breathable, but doesn't seem to be waterproof. So let's hope when we give it a full send, it's not too rainy that day. Okay, then on to whether we think this is the future of road running shoes right here. Are Adidas going to mass produce the shoe, and is it going to be a lot more available and a lot more feasible for the everyday runner to buy? So I was speaking to the contact I have in the product development team at Adidas, and what he said is that they're not going to mass produce the shoe, but what they do when they create the shoe and technologies is that they take bits and pieces from it for their next model. The Pro 4 is coming out, probably available around December time or so. There are some images leaked online, but you'll see it's got a very distinctive look where these Adidas stripes go into the sole of the shoe. And I think they're taking a lot of technologies and innovations from when you create a shoe like this into a lot of their future models coming up. Okay, so what do we believe I'm capable in these shoes, and how much do we think that they improve performance? Can we justify spending $500 on a pair? So if we throw back to Berlin Marathon 2 years ago, I ran it in 2:20 and 8 seconds in a pair of Pro 2s. Since then, it's been a pair of Pro 3s, and now we've got our hands on a pair of Pro Evos. So I would love to know in the comments below, if I ran Berlin in 2:20 and 8 seconds, how much do we genuinely believe this shoe would have made a difference? Would I have broken 2:20 that day? And by how much do you think? Okay, as to what race to target in these shoes, when I originally got them, I thought, I'm going to save them. I'm going to save them until I'm truly in shape. And then I actually had another thought to myself, and I thought life is far too short to just save shoes for a day. You never know. There's so much uncertainty in life. So I've got a few 5K races coming up. I'm going to race one of the 5K fast road race in this pair. It's come with added motivation, like I said. So I'm really trying to work hard to get into shape, to know that I'm worthy of running in the shoe. What I'll do once I've raced that 5K is I'll let you know my thoughts first of all, and then I'll put them to the side completely. And then my next full send marathon attempt is Berlin. I'm still undecided of whether I'm going to run in them or not. I'm probably leaning towards the yes side. I'll see how the next 18 weeks go. So 5K full send, put them back in the box and bring them out for marathon when I really truly believe I'm in shape, and that's going to be the day. I hope this gives you good insights into the shoe, and I promise you as soon as I've tested it, I will let you know. My initial thoughts is that I'm completely blown away. It's one of a kind, and I actually can't wait to see where the future of road running shoes go after this. That's it. I hope you're as excited about the shoe as I am. Let's do it proud. Boom shakalaka. Let's go.